Well, that was freaking just absolutely a shithole. K the Diesel Freak returning again, everybody. How are we doing tonight? It is Friday night, so you know what? I'm like, fuck this. I'm just gonna straight up start doing this shit. Shit. So, appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Uh, yeah, had a fun conversation with Lucas Hill. Well, when I say fun, I would say it really went down freaking hill after uh the douchebag started spitting. We got Lawn Tractor Life in the building. How we doing tonight, sir? This is the Friday night shit show brought to you by yours truly. The shit that never ends. And the shit that always will raise hell. I've raised hell on YouTube for the last year and about 3 years. And I probably would say my favorite point is giving Alabama fans the worst shit on God's green earth. Excuse me. Hold on, everybody. It looks like I forgot to. There we go. That's better. That is so much daggone better. You know what? I really am going to tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the point where I'm going to start telling y'all. Also, a stream here link is in the chat. So, no, I am currently not. Millis, I do appreciate you asking. No, I did earlier today. But right now, no, I'm just doing Friday night. I'm just doing a Friday night shit show. Because, well, I'm going to, and quite frankly, I am doing so. So, you know what? I was just like, after a Friday of hard work, I'm just gonna fucking do a Friday night fucking live stream and just absolutely go nuts, nuts. Because clearly, I don't know if anybody's paid attention, but quite frankly, I've had a lot of disturbing comments from a lot of these boiled milkshake of idiots that I have some takes that, yeah, I know they're a little bit shitty, but my takes are my takes, and if you have a problem with them, do me a favor. Write all your complaints on a note, fold that piece of paper up, and shove it straight up your ass. Oh, Friday night shit show is good. Oh yeah, Millis, I totally freaking agree. I do appreciate you watching, my good friend. And quite frankly, the BS doesn't stop. The BS just well, the BS just starts when I'm in the freaking building. And I mean, for the love of God's sake, I really just like, yeah, I'm just gonna start raising hell tonight. And it's good. It's good hell. It's good hell. And you know what? Store stock with Austin. You wanted the funny? Alabama. Yeah, that's a shithole right there, Millis. That's a shithole right there. Yeah, they're the scum of the earth. I'll tell you that now, Millis. And quite frankly, they're the shithole of the SEC. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you, Millis. Straight daggone honest. And if nobody likes what I say about Alabama, they can go fuck themselves. Because I'm going to be on here talking shit about the Crimson Tide, talking shit about the Irish, talking shit all freaking night. Yeah, well, Alabama ain't going to do damn shit. I'm sorry, Mills, but they're not going to do damn shit. Well, quite frankly, I know they're not going to do damn shit. And quite frankly, I was just listening to a bunch of turds. Hey, Millis, no, that's not allowed here. The roll tide is not allowed in my chat, so I'm sorry, buddy. But Friday night, nope, it's my rules, bub. There's no roll tide allowed around here. So, Just so everybody knows, Roll Tide is not allowed around here. And no, here come the Irish. Because the Irish ain't coming, the Irish are going to suffer. And that suffering is courtesy of the Ohio State University Buckeyes handing belt to ass whippings all freaking night and all fucking day. Because the Buckeyes aren't going to be stopped this year. I've been telling people Ohio State's a dangerous team, yet they think I'm a fool for saying that. They think I'm a buffoon for saying that shit. So much shit. I demand them to get their asses in here and say it to my damn face. Cause you know, Millis, and you know here, Millis, I ain't nobody to be talking that Roll Tide and that Alabama shit. So I'm sorry, Millis, but I'm in the mood to where I'm ready for college football to start getting back around the corner. Oh yeah, I know. But just know, trolling me is the one thing you never want to do on the face of God's green earth. Yeah, I had too many trolls, and I had to shut down the trolls. So just giving you a heads up here, Mullen or Millis. But I will say this: this South Carolina fans, well, you make one good point. Farmall is better than Green Tar, I tell you that, and that's a daggone fact. Uh, oh, you know it. That's hold on, Millis. Apparently we have a dumbass. Uh, Millis, I am a Farmall guy. I am a damn Farmall guy. You don't know? I was born and raised on damn International. They're nothing but red power. And that regulators mount up. Regulators mount up. Type of game. Now there you go, Millis. That's all I roll. Roll, International, roll. That's all I say around here. And especially with the boss. The boss is the main man around the farm. And oh, come on now, Millis. Come on. I roll with the International boys. I don't roll with none of them pussy boys. I roll with the 1206s, 1256s, 1456s. Hell, hold on here. Let me get that picture of that 12. Let me get that 1456 boss that I took down to get them set of wagons. He took a photo of me. There we go. You see that? That's an International right there. Them little baby John Deere's is young. Oh, you already know. You already know that them little baby John Deere's is junk. Speaking of Millis, hold on here. I gotta get this. I gotta get these dumbasses out of the way. You damn right. Super M is the boss around here, especially in the fields. But I'll tell you who's a real boss. Them old Steigers. Them old Steigers I drive. Woo! 14-liter Cummins, 12-speed power shift. Ooh, son. I could haul more dirt with them big mother suckers right there. And I'd really be scaring the neighbors off the damn road. Woo! You already know. Oliver's. Come on now. Come on now. IH is the only way to roll. IH. You see that? IH. Let me put it out again. IH. IH. Oh, I'm up late, Gygax. Well, because like I said, it's the Friday night. It's Friday night. I'm doing whatever the hell I want, Gygax. I do appreciate you coming on, my good friend. Yeah, this is Friday night case. The only case I consider good, are, well, if you see that, yeah, that's already. You already know, Farnell powered up in here. Regulators, mount up. Down there, please, kid. Keep those on down, dang yard. Gosh, damn it. Stupid commercial flights flying over my fields. People trying to sniffing them cornfields. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Well, it's the Friday night shit show, ladies and gentlemen. Profanity is allowed, but unfortunately, there's a couple jackasses that don't. You make an excellent point here, Millis. You make a good, excellent point. Uh, I'm gonna put the link again in the chat, so if anybody wants to come tell me otherwise, uh, there it is right there. The speed of which. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you, here's the biggest thing here, ladies and gentlemen. You make a good point here, Millis. You make a good point. I like to officially say I found the biggest cowards in all college football on the YouTube channel right now. The first one is that what you call him? Double J Jackson Johnson, who's a cartoon life that came to life, but unfortunately he can't tell whether his own fan base is dumb or Alabama fans are so full of shit. Oh, and the second one is Southern Sports Scene with Lucas Hill. Yup. Listen, I won't get you started on that, but I'll tell you, Southern Sports Scene with Lucas Hill lying about my Buckeyes. I don't think that shit. Talking behind my back on social media, hell no, I don't think that shit. And especially that goofball Sports Talk with Austin. Now that goofball thinks he has the nerve to talk behind my back? Hell no. I told that son of a bitch if he wants to come in here and tell me otherwise on this damn YouTube channel, he can come tell me otherwise. I give him a free invitation any damn day of the damn week. So, Sports Talk with Austin, if you got a set, get in here. Jackson Johnson, get in here. Oh, excavator. Oh, hell, I gotta say, it's gotta be, I'm gonna say, probably, them case construction skid steers. But I think I got somebody on the line. Hold on here. I do. Daniel Gagyak of the College Football Mafia. What's going on, my friend? Welcome to the Friday night, crap show.
I'm sick of talking about politics. I'm sick of talking about
you
the
ain't
Senate.
the only one who's sick and tired of talking politics and all that fake bullshit.
Here's the thing. My mom, who lives in West Virginia, always joked that she's one of like two people outside of the Beltway that watches C-SPAN's morning Washington Journal, their morning show that they have, and she knows a little bit about WVU and knows stuff about that, but she doesn't follow college athletics to the point that I do. And she had a couple questions on what's going on with this bill and that and all this other stuff. So this morning, whenever Senator Moody from Florida started throwing amendments at it, I knew it was dead. That bill was dead. And the reason why senators do that at the last minute is to ensure that, because it's got to give. Is West Virginia giving us the finger? No. But normally it is. I've got a shirt with one on it, by the way.
I do appreciate Millis for coming on here, but You know, to my point, to start, Daniel, I'm just going to say this:
Yeah.
the whole PCSA is just a whole lot of college football excuse in politics. I mean,
Well,
and in my
here's the
opinion,
thing. They had the original.
yeah,
Um,
no, it's I dang sure know that it's
yeah,
going that way.
they had the original. They had Bills last football season. There are commercials for him too. They had a couple of competing ones. Um, one was Save College Sports, and I can't remember what the other one was.
It was protect college sports.
No, that's the one that's now. That's the one right now. It's called the Protect College Sports Act. They had one back in last football season. I remember I saw the commercials for it. I just couldn't. I don't remember what they were called. And then they had that commission with Saban and Cruz and people like that on it, and it got nowhere. The problem that you have is this bill, there were a lot of stuff in it set up to fail. The 19.5 rule was set up to fail. Nobody, nobody was going to vote
Mm,
for that.
uh,
Actually, I hate to tell you this, Lawn Tractor Life, it looks like Florida's peeing on Cuba.
oh yeah, yep. But here's my other thing, Daniel. Tonight, I'm just going to tell you this. I have been telling people all for the last like 3 months particularly about Ohio State, and a lot of people are saying I'm an idiot for saying what I say. But I said particularly, here's my thing. I've watched a lot of the camps because I've gotten free access passes to the camps where the media is not allowed, and quite frankly, people don't understand what goes behind the scenes at Ohio State during those camps that the media is not allowed to be at. Because like during this week was the where all the media came, all the fans came. I was at the camps where you know the media and the fans weren't allowed, and I'm like, Ohio State is a lot more of a deadlier team than people think. And I'm telling people Ohio State's gonna take this season by the throat and run it down people's throats and start. And I know the Texas game, they're going to run Texas down like a roadkill.
I don't care what a team looks like and practice. I don't care how good they look. Tell me how good they are whenever they're not hitting each other, and then I'll know how good a team is. And opener is Ball
Ball State,
State, yeah,
and
and
we're going to
then
run them down like roadkill.
week two they have to go to Austin. Uh, oh, why do I think Kent State is next on the schedule after that? Does that sound about right?
Yep, that is correct.
Okay,
Kent
okay.
State is next.
Not Kansas, Kent State.
Kent State, yep.
Yeah. Um, their schedule isn't outside of the trip to DKR, and I think I've told you about that before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I said, I don't think Texas is back. Texas is better, and I still haven't bought into all the hype on um, Cooper Manning's son. I think that
Arch Manning, please,
yeah,
everybody's
I
been
think here's the
overhyping
thing.
him.
He's good. I don't think that he's 5-star talent. I think that he if he goes into the NFL, if his name was not Manning, he wouldn't be at Texas. He would be, if you look at his numbers and his stats and how well he performed, he would have probably been a 3-star kid and probably maybe a day 3 draft pick. Just because the name Manning is attached to it, and you've got his uncles that won Super Bowls, you've got his granddad, you've got all this other stuff. I I I think he's good. I don't think that he is a top 10 quarterback in college football.
He isn't.
He's got to show me that he is a top 10 college quarterback in America.
Exactly. He
I'm
not
just not
only has
buying it.
he
I'm not
not
buying
only
it.
has to prove himself, he can't just be letting all this hype and all these people saying like, oh, he's this, he's this, he's this, he's this, he's this. He
Yeah,
didn't do any of it.
we've gone through their schedule, Ohio State's schedule before.
No, but here's my thing. Everybody's talking about Arch. Everybody, as you said, talking about Arch, man. He's gonna, and everybody from last season, they were saying he's gonna do this, 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 upset Ohio State, become a Heisman Trophy winner, win the national title, become like his uncles. No, he did not. He did not do any squad jack. And I know he ain't gonna do jack squat against Ohio State's defense when we come down to DKR. Is
Yeah,
he good? But
I,
he's not elite. He is
I didn't
not
say he was
elite.
elite. I said
No,
I
I'm
said
just clarifying.
he's a pretty good
He's good,
quarterback.
but he's not elite because of Texas fans. I've been
Yeah.
listening to them, and they're like, "Oh, he's an elite quarterback. He's what we've been looking for. This is Sarkisian's best player." I'm like, "Shut up." Just because his last name is the same one as his two uncles, his daddy and his grandfather, who all did everything. But if his name wasn't Manning, you guys would be talking like he's irrelevant. Like, Jesus
If I
Christ.
remember correctly, and I've got to look it up, Archie Manning, whenever he was with the New Orleans Saints, that was not good teams in New Orleans at the time.
Nope,
They were
it wasn't.
awful, and it wasn't just. I mean, Archie Manning did an okay job. The rest of that team was hot garbage. That
Yeah, he
defense,
was hot garbage.
that defense consistently was the top five worst defense in the league year in year out. Um,
Yep. And you know what? Here's the other thing. People are now talking, besides Arch Manning, they're talking about, Tom Brady's son, Jack Moynihan, committing to Michigan like he's going to do something big. And I'm like, that kid ain't going to do jack squat at Michigan. That's a fucked up program with a fucked up system that if he were to go, you know, Clay and Michigan fans claim he's the guy like his dad, doubt it. But I doubt it. I mean, it's probably going to be the same result like Arch Manning when we just absolutely beat the crap out of him, but that's just me. Because there's the Michigan fans that I've talked to that've been talking about Tom Brady's oldest child that is
he hasn't
committed.
declared. He hasn't declared anywhere. He hasn't said where he's going to school. I'm pulling up the article right now. Um,
Tom Brady's oldest son did confirm with Michigan that he
nope.
wants to come with Michigan.
He might go to Michigan, but it doesn't say anything about him playing football at Michigan.
Oh no, because he hasn't announced that news yet. But he's been talking with the folks in Michigan about playing the starting quarterback.
He graduated high school in June. I'm looking at the article right now. He graduated high school in June. He would still have to sit a year because he didn't declare school. He would still have to go back and do the national letter of intent and have to do it in December. He can't. He can't. He can show. He can go attend classes there at the University of Michigan, but he cannot play on their football team. He never went through the national letter of intent process.
Hmm. I'll be darned. Because a lot of people were telling me, like recently, like I know a couple of Michigan fans, they were telling me, oh, Tom Brady's son was at Michigan's campus.
He
Like he was.
he might be attending school in Ann Arbor. It just I'm reading the article right now, and it yeah it, I'm reading through here. He hasn't declared anything.
No, because from what I've heard from Michigan fans and a news media outlet with Michigan, and I don't know if I'm an idiot or something, but he was talking with the guys at the Michigan football facility and get it with his dad and trying to
Well,
get
he
him.
now let's back up here. Tom Brady does go up there to Michigan. He does a pep talk there at the beginning of camp. He does a couple of pep talks during summer camp. Bringing his son there, that's fine. That's no big deal. Like I said, he cannot play. Yeah, like I said, he might be up there with dad, and they're just touring the campus. He did not sign a national letter of intent. He cannot play at Michigan this upcoming year. He has to, at minimum, sign the
Wait the
NIL.
year.
Or not NIL, NLI. At minimum, sign it, say where he's going. And according to what I'm reading from People Magazine, it shows that he hasn't decided where he's going to go to college at. He might spend a year following his dad around in the broadcast booth and going to Las Vegas Raiders games with dad. I don't know. He's got that opportunity.
But
Um,
also, Michigan's then kind of just ugging him to come to Michigan like it's an urgent matter. Like they want him to do something big.
here's the thing that you have with Michigan. You have an outsider that is now the current Michigan coach. You don't have somebody that is a legacy product. You don't have somebody that has been in the Fielding Center. You have somebody that has spent his entire coaching career and most of his life in the state of Utah, either at the University of Utah or at BYU. This is a completely different guy. Legacies don't matter to him. You saw it there in Utah. There were I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Ty Detmer. Ty Detmer's kid. They wanted him to go to Utah, and Witt said, "I don't think he's got. I don't think that he's cut it. I don't think he's good enough to be on my roster."
Really, Ty and Whitner's son.
Ty Detmer's son was told no.
Really?
Yeah, by Witt.
And didn't he go to BYU?
I can't remember. Hold on. Now I'm going to have to look.
Hey Daniel, I'm gonna have to let you go because uh I'm gonna have to go on and I've got to finish this other stuff with the business I've got to handle.
Okay.
But thanks for popping on, my friend. I gotta address some idiots up in the
Coy
room here.
Detmer. Coy Detmer. That's who it was. He went to Colorado.
Coy Detner.
Yeah, Coy Detmer.
I thought he was a starter at Colorado.
He's the current quarterbacks coach at. Yeah, he started at Colorado. He was the current quarterbacks coach at. He's the current quarterbacks coach at Michigan, and he was quarterback coach at Utah. So I'll catch you later, there, Caden.
Hey, thanks, Daniel, as always. Thank you, Daniel Gygax, again. I always love having you. But I've got to address I got to address the dummies in the room. Sports Talk with Austin and a certain other individuals. I am ordering you to get your lonely carcasses up in here immediately. This is not a request. This is a demand for you to get your ugly asses in the building. Because we need to get a couple things straightened, son. You answer me, you dumb SOB. Or you hide behind your buddy Double J like a pussy. Because quite frankly, that's the only reason you're relevant. And Millis, I do appreciate it. There was a few of them I had to take down. And you know what? Fuck the Dakotas because fuck both of the Dakotas because they can't do a damn thing in football. And quite frankly, they suck. And to those wondering, I do have a lot of problems with Sports Talk with Austin for running his mouth about my Ohio State Buckeyes. Well, and anybody should know I don't take that shit lightly. So Sports Talk with Austin, Double J, Jackson Johnson, the jackass in Southern sports scene. You're being heard now, and now I'm telling you otherwise. Bring your asses in here because we got to get a couple things straightened, son. We got a couple things to get straightened out. So bring your asses in here. Oh, what the hell? And quite frankly, Storage Talk with Austin, he can go kiss Double J's ass. And quite frankly, I wouldn't give a damn. Especially that buddy his with Only Talk Sports, where we talk sports and act like a jackass. Quite frankly. And you know, here's the other thing I guarantee. Here. And quite frankly, I'll just say otherwise. I know them boys don't got a set on them to get their asses in here and quite frankly get this addressed. I've been calling them out for months and months. Not one of them showed their ugly asses in here. So I'm telling you ugly bastards and pieces of shit to get their ugly carcasses in here right now because we got to get things straightened. And quite frankly, someone's got some explanations to do. And them explanations are owed. And Lucas Hill says he wants to accuse me. He's accusing me. Well, let me just give you a little information, Sports Talk with Austin, Lucas Hill with the Southern Sports Team, and Jackson Johnson. I clearly am going to tell you gentlemen otherwise. Burks, welcome in. What the hell? You know what, Burks? Come on in and have a seat because I'm going to explain everything to you, my friend. Well, if you want to get your carcass in here, Burks, and hear my explanation, I'll tell you my dang explanation. Because quite frankly, I'm going to tell you, they just don't understand. I told them several times about, quite frankly, you know, Buckeye football's back. I mean, good for you. Good for you. That's why I had the link always. But when you start talking about my Buckeyes behind my back, because when I get off of work, I get on here on Twitter And I'm looking through because I'm messaging a couple other Buckeye fans I know, and I'm messaging a whole lot more folks around here. And you wonder why I have a hard time trying to understand why people don't understand that Ohio State's a good team. And that when you start talking about my guys behind my back, it doesn't end well. Now, because that result has proven otherwise. But, I really can't understand how people can't understand the fact that I told people several months, Ohio State's the team you don't want to mess with for 60 minutes of physical football. Was I wrong? No. Did I tell somebody wrong? No. So, I mean, this is the Friday night shit show. So anybody can join. They just click the link, and they can tell me otherwise. This is why the shit show is here every Friday, beginning every Friday night at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Quite frankly, 11:20 to 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's midnight Central Time, so that's Alabama time. And what 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock, 11 Eastern, 10 Central, 9 Pacific. And quite frankly, the middle of nowhere is nice to talk what I need to say. And sitting in my truck, and speaking of which, I have a legend of the Michigan fan base and somebody who's concerned with some of my theories and somebody I agree with the most part. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't need this man. This man does not need an introduction. What's going on?
Yeah, tell me your issue.
Oh, hell. I've warned people about Ohio State for the last several months since winter boot camp that this team is going to be one of the more deadly teams to play right now in the college football season. And quite frankly, people think I'm crazy, but I'm like, no, I've actually seen what this team is capable of.
Yeah.
Quite frankly. And Lucas Hill doesn't understand. I have my connections with Ohio State. I've been at these camps. And quite frankly, I don't know if Southern sports fans don't understand that I have access. But anyways, Bergs, what's going on with you tonight?
Well, I just called in Lucas Hill's show. I don't know if you saw, but yeah, I talked after.
I heard a little bit of it.
Yeah, so
And
listen,
quite frankly,
Caden,
I can't understand that guy's issue.
do you have beef with Lucas Hill now? Like, what is
Oh,
it?
I do have beef, and the beef is that here's the thing. So he said that he wanted Ohio State to win the national championship last year. I
Okay.
always have a feeling where where everybody says Ohio State, but reality they want us to lose the national title because they don't like us being the national champions. They don't like Ohio State hoisting that national championship trophy.
Okay.
And you know how everybody hates Ohio State. They don't want us to be champions. They don't want. They like when we lose.
Yeah.
That's Lucas Hill and all their fans. That is literally. I've seen this whole entire thing go downhill, and their whole entire where they shut up after we beat everybody and we win the national title. They all went silent, radio silent. And Lucas
Oh,
Hill, Jackson Johnson, and all them, and Luke in Sports Talk with Austin. That's all they do. That's literally all they do. And the problem is, when Indiana won the national title last year, Lucas Hill was literally with Jeffrey and Jackson one night, and I remember him saying he was glad Ohio State wasn't national champions. And then the following morning, or the following day, I remember him, or not even not the following, but for the day when they won the national title, he reposted that of Indiana's national title win. And quite honestly, he stabbed Ohio State fans in the back. And that's why I called him out on that BS. So to be quite honest, Burks, it's not my fault. It's his fault. And I say that sincerely and honest to God. They're going to lie. But, I mean, listen, I literally am on Twitter after work every day. And quite honestly, I'm like, yeah, this is more bull. This is more bull. This is bullshit. And I'm just saying that honest to God. And I'm not going to apologize for it, Bergs.
Okay, but what were you doing? You were texting Jackson about talking shit about Lucas Hill. Was that what was going on? Because that's apparently what Lucas Hill was
Because
saying.
I left Lucas comment a post on my Twitter that said, fuck around and find out. And he fucked up. Because he literally fucked up and said like he wanted Ohio State to lose this season, basically. And I know that he's a double crosser. Double crossing the Buckeye fans and saying he's non-biased. Yeah, right. All this anybody from Louisiana, the SEC, they don't like Ohio State. They don't like Ohio State as national champions or in the playoffs because they know that's bad. Because they know that if we get our shot to the SEC, a team in the SEC, and we beat them, they'll all start crying about it.
So basically, you don't like you disrespect. You don't like not like how he respects Ohio State. You can be fine if he hates Ohio State, but when you disrespect Ohio State, that's when you start to want to kill them. Basically, right?
Not even just kill him. I'm just gonna I'm gonna remind him of why the hell you don't disrespect my fan base, and let alone the
Okay.
Buckeyes straight up as a program.
So okay. So basically, okay, got it. Because for me, I don't like Ohio State. I hate Ohio State, but I respect them because they've been dominant, right? They beat Michigan 8 years in a row, right? I don't like Ohio State, right? Like I think their uniforms are ugly, their colors are ugly, all that stuff. But because I'm the most
You're a Michigan fan, Burks. I've literally heard every Michigan fan, including the dumbasses.
okay,
No.
got ya. So
I mean,
okay,
literally.
so Lucas Hill is now your new enemy, basically, right?
Yeah, and now he's literally he fucked up.
So
Now
okay, so who
Buckeye fans
name a list
mad.
of your enemies right now? Like how many you have?
Oh God! Let me start off with Lucas Hill because that guy just wrote a check with his mouth that his ass is gonna knock on a cash. And then it goes to Double J, that journeyman jackass of a cartoon character. But unfortunately, can't figure out if he's a cartoon character or quite honestly. Well, you know how I named Jackson Johnson
Yes, I know.
and that goofball Jeffrey. And let me not only get to that, let me get to the dumbasses of the Michigan fan base. That's Naisdan, Maniac, Johnny Olden, TJ, that piece of shit from Eastern Michigan who claims to be a Wolverine, but really he's the most fake ass Wolverine fan, and including that ginger-headed bastard, John D'Animo. And that ginger-headed bastard, I'm going to tell you what, it's not a real Michigan fan. I swear to God. He acts like a Michigan fan, but we all know he's
But
not.
he went there. That's the issue.
Yeah, but I mean the delusion he sets. Yeah, it doesn't.
Sure.
And then obviously Will and D of the Notre Dame of those Notre Dame pieces of shit. They literally will bitch and bitch and bitch.
Okay, what about OHO podcast? What about those guys? They're good, right? Or no?
The OHL podcast.
Yeah.
Soft.
What about them?
Soft. Because Burks, I'm the Buckeye fan that's true. I'm a true Buckeye fan. I'm not a soft Buckeye fan like all of them losers. I want Ohio State to do certain things, but yet they don't realize that I'm actually trying to say the facts of what Ohio State should be doing and how this locker room and how the team should actually be This should be like when you wear the scarlet gray uniform when you come to Ohio State. There's two things you're supposed to do: beat the hell out of everybody and win games. And then one thing, and then win a national title. But how do you play football here? Cold-hearted football at Ohio State, and that's no exception. I mean, Coach Woody Hayes laid the foundation like that, and that foundation was layered and layered and layered and layered. Cold-hearted Buckeye football, and that's the only way that it should be done as an Ohio State Buckeye, and fans should realize that. NIL has made this fan base soft, and then waiting 10 years for that national title. That's the thing I've been telling people. But yet they don't realize that. Like, if you're gonna commit to being an Ohio State Buckeye, you better play like hell and don't give damn excuses, as Woody Hayes says. But that's just my thing. But those dummies will never understand that Buckeye fans should, understand that factor of Buckeye history.
So
And
are you
that's
gonna
just
now
what's
call into Lucas Hill's show now and like just talk trash about him? Is that your new? Are you just gonna do that now?
Oh God. Oh God. Well, look who we have
Oh
here,
my
Bert.
god, bro, Austin, man, I'm trying to help this guy, dude. He needs help. I kind of. That's why I'm here, man. This guy now wants to just attack us, Lucas Hill, when he's such a good guy. Caden, you just were praising this guy like he was amazing. Like he's a good dude. You can't do this stuff, dude. That's
Well, I've
why,
done
like,
my research, Burks, and unfortunately, my research is
oh my god, dude.
what,
I'm trying
Burks?
to.
I'm just what,
He,
Burks?
you already okay, you've made so many enemies. You want to make more? Like, see, I'm not trying to make enemies, but all my fan base wants to do is make enemies with me. So then, I just let it be, right?
You know what, Burks?
You actually want to make enemies. I'm trying not to, but I make them. So that's the difference between me and you.
But here's the thing, Burks. The
Bro,
only reason your entire fan base turned on you was because you were telling the truth about their own fan base.
that's true. Okay, I
And
agree
the
on
other
that
thing
part.
is that you were telling them that true Wolverines of the of the University of Michigan would not do anything sly and shitty. They would be a man and grow a set and actually
Yeah,
be damn Wolverines. Is that not true? Yes or no?
that's true. Yeah,
And they
they're
turned against you
yeah,
because you were telling the truth. I'm
agreed.
telling the truth to Buckeye fans that we should be the killer Buckeyes that we once were. What put the fear of God into everybody that came into the horseshoe to play us for 60 minutes. No excuses, and that's a damn fact. My own fan base don't like that fact. Well, that's part of our history, so get used to it. So you and I are both in the same boat. The only reason I've made more enemies is because everybody else don't like Ohio State because we were known as once the most killer team on God's green planet. Why do you think everybody didn't want to play us every year? Nobody wanted the smoke. And it's a simple answer, Burks. Because we've been dominant.
Hey Austin, call in. I actually want you to talk.
Oh,
Please call in, dude.
please. The call-in link is available in the chat.
Oh my
But
god.
you get my point, Burks. This is just like I'm just telling Buckeye fans, this is what it should have been for the last 20 years. Ever since Coach Dressel was coach. Ever since Urban Meyer was coach. That's how it should have been done. That's what took us to more national titles, and that's what it would have won us more national titles.
Katie, I have a question. Are you going to be doing this stuff for like the rest of your life, like in the next 10 years, like every year, or you don't know yet? Or is the future just, you can't predict the future?
Of my career here on YouTube or just
Yeah.
Buckeye
Yeah. On
football?
your career on YouTube and you talking trash to non-Ohio State fans and your enemies and Lucas Hill and Austin and all these people, like, are you going to keep doing this or are you going to stop eventually?
And you know what? Until Ohio State wins the national title,
Okay.
until we secure, and this is only till the end of this season, and that's until that 10th national championship is home to Ohio State. It's simple, Burst, because they don't like us on the top of the mountain with that trophy. I mean,
uh,
you were praising Michigan when they were national champions.
yes, I did, but like, hey Austin, you should call in. I really want you to call in and give this guy hell.
Oh, please, please, Austin, please. If you want to come in here talking shit, by God, all
Oh
means.
my
That's why the
god.
link's in here. Burks, you know what? This is perfect. I wanted to get my head cleared out tonight, and that's why the Friday Night Shit Show is here
Oh my
tonight.
god, dude.
11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Pacific time. So,
Man, it's crazy how much stamina you have for this stuff. It really is. Like I don't have like I have stamina for attacking my fan base, but like trying to make enemies out of every single person. Yeah, no. All right. Oh my god,
you know,
dude.
there's a lot of other fan bases that don't like Michigan, including Notre Dame, including Southern
I
Cal.
don't care if people don't like Michigan, dude. I really don't care. They can hate them. I listen, all the people that I talk to, they don't like Michigan. I don't think Jeffrey likes them. I don't think Austin likes them. I don't think anyone likes them. But that doesn't mean I hate them at all. Like, let them hate them. Michigan deserves to get the hate for what they've done in the past, you know?
Oh, yeah. But you know, here's my thing, Bert. You know what? You separated yourself from, your own fan base because you told the truth about,
Yeah,
like I
yeah, yeah,
said,
I agree. The truth shall set you free, and that's what I did. That's what there's a saying, right?
the truth
So
will set
that's
you free.
yeah, and Michigan fans don't want the truth. They'll still like if Epstein was the donor, they would still freaking want him as the donor because he has so much money and he'll give it to
Oh,
them
yeah.
and connections. That's
Yeah.
Michigan fans for you. And they don't want Epstein or they want Ellison when Ellison is pretty bad, evil guy. So and I'm
Oh,
glad his net worth is
skinhead.
down. So yeah, that Michigan likes to root for the evil they fans they do as long as they keep winning, and that's what I don't like about them. So
And,
yeah,
and this is why Michigan should hire you because you're
I
the only
wish,
clear
man.
headed guy that
I
actually got
wish,
to
dude.
college.
I really wish I could be the AD.
Oh,
uh,
because you would clear that place out clean and then everybody would start hating you
oh yeah,
severely.
no, they would hate me because of the stuff I would be doing for sure.
And then Michigan fans would be thanking you, majority of them, and then the other half of them of the dumbest, including TJ, John the Animal, and all them pieces of shit, would be boo, boo, doing all that bullshit. And I like to see that entertainment. Oh, that'd be funny as hell.
So you didn't answer my question. Are you gonna now go to Lucas's Hill show next time and do your stuff again or no?
No, probably not.
So you're done with Lucas Hill basically.
Yep, he screwed up, and he
Oh
wants
my
to talk,
god,
and he
bro.
talks, and he listen. When you talk shit about my Buckeyes behind my back, that
My
don't end
god,
well.
bro.
What if someone talks shit behind your
No,
back?
no,
What would you do?
that's fair. That's fair. You don't. You can. You should not. You don't want to go to their show because they talk crap. That's fine. But don't you think that's a little soft? Like
A little soft, Bert.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they talk crap. I'm not going to be in your show because they said something bad about my team. No, you go into their show and you debate them of why you think they're sad and stuff, or why do you think
I've
they're
done it
bad, or
so many
why are you
times,
talking trash? You don't
Bert. I've
do.
done it so many times that they're just gonna continuously give the same bullshit answer. Let me say this for example. Let me say this for example. Say you were in my shoes for the scenario, and they were talking so much shit that I got under your skin, and you finally snapped. What would you do?
Yeah, you don't want to avoid the show because then you can do something bad. So I understand you're saying, yeah.
No, like Burks. Get this. They talk so much shit. Sports Talk Authorities talk so much shit behind your back about your own team that it goes too far. that you're like that you finally snap and say, I had a fucking amount enough?
Well, okay, if Sports Talk with Austin talked shit about Michigan behind my back, I'm fine with that. That's Michigan, right?
But
I
I
don't
mean, to
care.
the point where where
They
you
see
snap.
that's the thing, Caden, between me and you is you get mad when they talk trash about your team. When they talk trash about my team, I don't get mad at all. All right. They're good people. Now, if he were to talk trash about me behind my back, yes, I'll get concerned and I'll ask him why, right? If I heard about it. But at the end of the day, man, like it's just a team. It's not like that's the thing. A lot of these people's teams is like their identity, and that's what I hate
Oh,
about Michigan
great.
fans. That's what I hate
Hey,
about Michigan fans. They keep it as their identity and become soft. You can't be like that. You have to be
no,
Caden the Diesel freak, not Caden the Buckeye Diesel freak. You're Caden the Diesel freak. If you're a Buckeye the Diesel freak, then you're a Buckeye's your identity, and you'll be soft if anyone talks bad about your team. If they talk shit about your team, you talk shit back like that. That's how it should be if you really care, you know?
and I've talked so much shit, and I've said everything that I've said, and I'm not, and I've defended my Buckeyes as far as I'm concerned. But unfortunately, delusional people, and unfortunately, piece of shit will never understand. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, dude. Okay,
And
yeah,
speaking of
yeah.
speaking of a dumb piece of shit, we have that one in the building.
He's not dumb. I think he's a good guy. He's a pretty great guy. And yeah, sure, he makes some predictions that I don't think are the best, but that you gotta respect the opinion unless it's a really, really bad one. And you can say, hey man, this is a really bad prediction. Are you
Yeah,
okay?
and this guy, ladies and gentlemen, this guy makes some of the worst predictions of all timer. And this guy partied with Jeffrey at Only Talk Sports when they won the national
Okay.
title and said boo
God.
to our own fan base. And he doesn't like it when Buckeye Nation is on the top of the mountain. This is the one and only the guy that kisses Jeffrey's ass.
Just stop, bro. Oh, he's here. Oh my god, dude. I'm so happy. Oh,
Burks, I'm sorry you're going to have to be here for the dismantling of Caden, but it has to be
thank you,
done.
bro. Please come and destroy him. Kind of. You just destroy him, honestly.
Listen here, Caden. I'm in a good mood tonight, so I'll take it easy on you. But the man of the house is here now, Caden. The man of the house is back. I'm come to clean up your.
So, Austin, let me lay the law.
Dude,
Let me
why
lay
did
the
you mute
law.
him, bro? Okay, yo, Caden, that is soft as hell. Let him finish, bro. That is
Let me lay
soft.
the law down, Austin. You're in
No,
my
no, that is
yard.
soft as hell that you muted him, dude. This is not what a true crazy Buckeye would do.
You're
Yeah.
in my yard, Austin. So say what you gotta say. Don't go easy. Spit it out since you want to come in here. Go ahead, Burks. You might want to mute for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
You see, Caden, I don't appreciate you talking about my friends Jackson and Jeffrey behind their back. You want to talk like you're a big bad son of a gun, right? Listen here, Caden. You
Don't I
ain't
come on their
nothing.
channel? Don't I come on their channel and tell them what I sing? Huh?
But see, here's the thing, Caden. You do, but now you're going behind their back saying all these things. And where are Jackson Jeffrey? They're nowhere in sight. Isn't that pretty cowardly of you, Caden?
Well, on the contrary, Austin, it's a cowardly of them because they don't got a grown set to come on here. And I've told them to come up here and tell me otherwise. But you know what? They don't got the balls and the nutsack enough to get in here. Now, you came in here, and I appreciate it. But here's the problem. Your buddies don't got the grown sack enough to come up in here. Because I'll say it
That
to
may
them
be
any day of the fucking week, Austin. I will jump on the Alabama show, and I will tell them straight to their goddamn face. And you damn know that. And
see. Here's the
ask
thing, Caden.
the former reigning, defending, undisputed national champions, and an honorary member of that team, I will say it like I say it, and I will say it like I mean it. If you have a problem, come on in here if you got a set.
Uh-huh. Caden, exactly how were you a part of that national championship team? Because last I checked, Caden, you weren't out there in pads, my friend. You weren't the one calling plays. Caden, now you correct me if I'm wrong, Burks, but unless my eyes have deceived me, was Caden anywhere near that team all year long? Was he even the water boy for that team?
No, Austin, it's in his dreams. I'm sorry to say that. So, yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm getting my facts checked here. So, Caden, it's good to dream, Caden. It's good to dream. But see, Caden, we are all fans at the end of the day. Burks is a fan. I am a fan. Jackson and Jeffrey and Will are fans. You, Caden, are a fan. You might be a Delulu one, but you are a fan at the end of the day. We have no outcome on who wins these football games. We do not get to take part in their celebration. We do not get the championship rings. We do not get the trophies. Caden, do you understand that?
My problem, Austin. And here's my problem. See, I get to hang out with the football team, and I've been hanging out with them since winter camp. Since they came back from Miami. And here's the other thing. You want to talk about hanging out with the big dogs? I've been hanging out with them when the media was told not to be allowed in, because that part of the period was just straight lifting weights, working out with no excuses. Now, I did share some photos with Jackson from the previous event I was at when they won the national championship. I have a couple of the players' phone numbers. Now let me finish, Austin, since you're in my yard. And you'll quiet down, little puppy.
Hey, listen here. This is my yard.
No. You're in my yard, Austin. So shut up.
Hey, listen. When you come in my yard, Caden, wherever I go, greatness follows, Caden. You're in my yard now, good buddy. I own the air that you walk on. See, this is Tribal Chief territory. Caden, this is my yard. You're just lucky to be in my presence.
No, I've called you out for several months, and you didn't have the balls to show up. You ran like the little bitch that you are. And you know what? Here's the thing.
Know that, Caden. Hey, listen, I've got a woman to tend to, Caden. Thank you very much.
Oh, really? Because you've been acting like Jackson and Jeffrey's little bitch.
Oh, okay. Hey, Caden, that's pretty funny considering, Caden, you're the one who follows them around on a consistent basis, loading up their DMs and following wherever they go. You know, me on the other hand, Caden, I'm just out here doing greatness on another level. I'm out here with my beautiful woman walking my farm, not giving them no mind, Caden. Matter of fact, Caden, I can't remember the last time I talked to either one of them privately.
Well, the last time I checked you was just this past Thursday night. You were over there kissing their ass. And quite frankly,
hey, listen,
you're the only one that I would daggone damn for sure know that would just agree with them 100%. And here's the other thing. Y'all have agreed that Ohio State being national champions is the worst thing for you guys. Because you know that when we became national champions, y'all were saying, you were wondering when Ohio State was going to fall as champions. And then Indiana wins the title. And then Indiana wins the title. And then y'all are partying like it's 2002 when the Patriots won their first Super Bowl. Jeez. I'm going to tell you what now. Y'all were like, yay, Ohio State's no longer champions. Yay, the juggernauts fell.
Hey, listen here, Caden. I
So
don't know if
you
you
are
pay attention.
just as guilty and just as guilty as everybody else
Listen
who
here,
celebrated
Caden.
Ohio State not being champions.
Hey, I'll admit it straight in front honor, Caden. I was happy to see you get booted out the door. Time for some fresh blood, time for a new team. But Caden, what you do not understand and what you do not fathom is I don't always agree with Jackson and Jeffrey. They'll be the first to tell you.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
You can even ask Burks. Listen, we disagree on Alabama, Texas Tech. We disagreed on Indiana, Miami. Like, Caden, I know you think in your mind, in your Delulu mind, that I'm just their kiss dog, their lap dog. But we disagree, Caden. And there are predictions I have gotten right over them. And here's the thing, too, Caden. Unlike you, they will admit it. And I will admit when I'm wrong. Unlike you, Caden, who when Ohio State lost, where were you? You ran like a little dog that you are. You ran back to your house because you were scared of what was going to happen if you walk up in our house and we go put you on the chain and show you who runs this dang place.
My God,
Well,
Caden, he's
let me
completely.
tell you
He's
something,
actually
Austin.
destroying you, Caden. I'm sorry to say
Well,
that.
let me tell you something, Austin. You wonder where I was when Indiana won that national championship after we lost to Miami? You wonder
Were
where
you
I
in your
was.
pillow crying?
You wonder where I was, didn't you? You were like, where's the diesel freak? Where's the baddest Buckeye around? I thought he'd come back. All hell, fire, and brimstone. Oh,
You know,
I was planning on coming back, Austin. It was just coming back.
Uh-huh.
Let me explain something, Austin, to you. I was needing to recondition myself and to get myself back in the bad mood that I needed to be in. So, and you know what? And that's why I forgot to thank you, jackasses. Because I needed to be put back in the bad mood. Because unfortunately, I told Burks this fact. Ohio State had gone soft since we won that national title. We should be the cold-hearted killing Buckeyes that we've been for 20 years instead of the soft-handed Buckeyes. So, no, I didn't run away. I was just needing to put myself back in the bad mood I need to be.
Here's the thing, Caden. See, you keep telling yourself this, Caden, but you know what a real man does, Caden? When he fails, when he falls flat on his face, Caden, he comes back and he faces that adversity in front of him. He looks it square in the eye and says, you know what? You were the better man. And not once did you do that with me, Jeffrey, or Jackson. You never said, hey, Jeffrey, congratulations. You were the better team this year. You were right. Hey, Jackson, you were right. You didn't look it in the face, Caden. You didn't look dead in the face. You didn't even look in the mirror, Caden, at yourself and say, man, I got that wrong. I need to go back to the drawing board. Like, Caden, see, there's a difference between guys like you and guys like me. When I fail, Caden, I fail all the time. Heck, Caden, I fail on a daily basis. But you know what, Caden? That doesn't stop me from getting up, tying my boots on, and going to work and looking it right in the face and saying, you know what? This does not define me. This is not who I'm going to be. I'm going to be the better man today. I'm going to overcome this failure. You, Caden, deflect. You blame everybody else. You blame Johnny D'Adamo and Johnny Oden and TJ Ronan. You blame Jeffrey. You blame Jackson. You blame Mark. It's a conspiracy. When in actuality, Caden, the man who's screwing who over is yourself by not admitting, hey, I was wrong. I was wrong. That's all you got to do, Caden. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I was wrong. I've made mistakes.
And it's okay, Caden, to have allies, you know, like to have people that are allies. You don't have to make everyone into enemies. Listen, dude, I want to have allies, but unfortunately, I don't have that many because I'm pretty hated in my fan base, right? But at the end of the day, allies are a good thing. You don't trying to be the most hated man is not a good, something that, you should do, you know? And listen, Jackson and Jeffrey are some of the nicest people ever. There is no point in this hatred, man. Listen, hatred is good only if, okay, hatred is not good, but if, it could help once in a while if it makes you feel good. But like what you're doing, you're just self destructing at this point, dude. So, like, come on.
See,
And
see,
ladies and
Caden.
gentlemen that has known me, that's actually known me for longer than I've been on YouTube before I started my YouTube career, you'd understand why. But to give you a refresher, and to everybody that I know that watches this channel, and those that do, and those who've known me longer before I started the Caden the Diesel Freak YouTube channel, before I started coming on here making enemies. I was never the person that wanted allies in the first place in my entire life. I was always the one up against the wall. The whole world against me. And everybody knows that. And as far as it's concerned, it's not even just because Bergs, you say it's mental issues. No. It was just life tragedies that just happened to me
See,
personally. And
see,
You can
Caden.
share some life strategies and we can help you. Do you want to share any or no?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you say yeah, then this is not this it, then fine, I will.
Sure, go ahead.
See,
We are
Caden.
listening.
And I want to point this out too, real fast, Caden. And I'm being serious here. Caden, being driven by hatred is not a way to go about life, my dude. In all seriousness, don't be that way, Caden. Like, I know it's all fun and games and stuff, and you think it's back to the wall and all that, Caden. You're just self-destructing yourself, good buddy. Because if you have that mentality every single day that it's me against the world, yeah, for some period it will work for you. But Caden, deep down, it gets lonely. You think, man, what is it going to be like when I want a wife and kids, or I want friends, I want camaraderie? Think about this. If Burks and me didn't want to put up with you right now, Caden, you'd be alone. You'd be by yourself. No one to talk to. But because we like you enough, Caden, as much as you drive us nuts, we're here trying to help you.
Yeah. But no, go on. Share your tragedy or whatever happened to you so then we can understand why you're like this, because it seems it might not be mental issues. And then we can understand.
And the only reason I created the Diesel Freak YouTube channel was just to be the guy that was hated, one and all. The cold-hearted Buckeye to be hated by all. That's what inspired me to create this YouTube channel in the first place, to be truthful. I wanted to be the one hated guy on the face of God's green planet. And that's why I created this YouTube channel, Austin.
But why though, Caden? Why do you want to be the one hated guy? Why, Caden?
Because unfortunately,
What is
let
it?
me
Why?
explain this. Let me explain this to you, Austin, since you don't pay attention to Ohio State media. I called out after they've won the national championship and after we lost, I called out our fan base for being soft. That I had said that this program should be the way that it should have been when Coach Tressel and Coach Meyer were here. Cold-hearted. Coach Hayes laid that foundation. Coach Meyer and Tressel built on that extra foundation. But after Coach Meyer left, that's when everything started going downhill. Sure, we won the national championship, but that's where the issue's been. There's no more cold-hearted killing Buckeyes. That's the problem I've been telling people. Ohio State fans think I'm crazy. And they don't want the old lore of Ohio State. They don't want the days of the cold-hearted Buckeyes of killers to come back and haunt this sport. But truthfully, that's what made Ohio State famous. And if you recall a history, that's what won us national titles. That's what made Ohio State the team you didn't want to play every year. And you should remember that. And Burks, let me be clear, you know that fact for a truthful reason.
I do, Caden, but the issue is that is no reason. That's the reason why you want to be hated and stuff. It has to be something else. So why
and
do
the
you
only
want to be
reason-
hated?
And the
What's
only
making you
reason-
become like this? I'm just curious about it.
I mean, Caden, is that what wakes you up in the morning? Is that what fuels you when you get up in the morning? You're like, is that what fuels you? Because Caden, that won't get you so far. Like, listen, Caden, I get it. You want to be the best. You want to be the man. That's fine. Like, we all want that, Caden. Who doesn't want to be the top of their industry? Who doesn't want to be the face everyone remembers and on posters and billboards and the talk of the town? Who doesn't want that? I would be lying if I didn't say I didn't want that. Burks would be lying if he didn't say he didn't want that. We'd be liars, Caden. But to say you're fueled by a hatred and motivate, and that wakes you up in the morning, and that's why you want this. Like, dude, not everybody's out to get you. There are people that do care about you. I mean, truly enough. I mean, Caden, like Jackson and Jeffrey care about you on some level that they want to keep hearing you. Because Jackson could be a butthole and just kick you off altogether, but he doesn't. He wants to hear from you. I mean, Mark, he'll talk to you the day as long as you're not stupid with what you say. I mean, John, TJ, and Johnny, they'll talk to you as the day is long. I know not everybody always gets along or agrees on everything, but as long as you talk civil to people, Caden, and treat them with respect, Caden, there's no problem to talk to anybody. I mean, like, look at Burks, for example. He's talking to you right now, and he has yet to throw one curse word your way or said anything to you, Caden. You are carrying on a conversation. I haven't thrown a curse word at you, Caden. We can have a civilized conversation, Caden. I mean, and you making this facade earlier this year that you changed, Caden. Do you realize you lose people's trust quicker that way when you do that?
And truthfully, Austin, to think about it, yeah. But the only reason Burks and I became, friends, quotation friends, was because we both agreed that his own fan base is as stupid as they are.
Oh my god, dude.
And I'm not saying I'm not saying like friends, Burks. I'm not saying like we're friends, but we've agreed on things because unfortunately, there's a lot of dumb shit that their fan base has done that we can agree on.
See, here's the thing, Caden. Well, Caden, what is a friend to you? Just out of curiosity. Because to me, a friend is someone that when the goings get tough, they're there for you. They would take a bullet for you in a heartbeat. They would be there for you. They would stick up for you. Even if they know you're wrong deep down, they would still stick their word out there for you, even if they know you're wrong. But still, you're their friend. They would sacrifice a lot for you because you care about them. That to me is friendship, Caden. That to me is like Caden. What to you makes a friendship? Since you just said you and Burks are quote unquote friends.
Not friends, technically.
More like allies, but yeah, that's what he feels. But yeah.
You're frenemies, is what he's getting at.
Basically.
Yeah.
So basically, Caden, you're only trusting Burks for the time being, and then you're going to stab him in the back and throw him out.
Oh,
Listen, he stabbed me in the back before, and then I stabbed him in the back, so we're even.
Oh, you stabbed him in the back, Burks?
well, technically, yeah, because like he made some stuff up about me, and then I said this stuff, and so yeah, stuff like
Okay.
that.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, Caden.
50-50.
Let me
We're
ask you this,
50-50.
Caden. let me ask you this, Caden. If you actually got to sit down and know Jackson and would talk to him, do you think you'd be good friends with him?
Hmm.
Just have a man-to-man conversation. No Ohio State, Alabama testosterone. Just you and him just talking it out over a nice breakfast or something. Just like at a diner or something. You don't think you and Jackson have more in common than you realize?
I mean, to be completely fair, yes.
Okay. See, Caden, you should focus on that more than Alabama, Ohio State testosterone. And see, and here's the thing, Caden. The only reason why people come after you is because you give them a reason. Like Burks has been telling you for the past, I don't know, half an hour. The only reason people keep coming at you, Caden, is because you keep giving them a reason to. If you are polite, yes, you could still be an Ohio State fan. Me and Burks are not going to tell you to stop rooting for your team, be a diehard, and all that good stuff. That's what makes us fans. But you don't have to sit here, Caden, and berate somebody over it. We're people, Caden. That's why Jeffrey gets angry with you. That's why Jackson gets annoyed with you. Because it's just like, and you realize, Caden, when you go on their show and you do this ranting and raving, you're costing them money out of their pocket. I hope you realize that when you do that. Because Jackson and Jeffrey, this is part of how they make their living. And when you come on and do this ranting and raving, Caden, you may not realize it, but it's costing them money because they lose viewers, they lose watch time. All that affects their money intake, Caden. Can you live with yourself at saying you're taking money away from those guys? Can you look yourself in the mirror and say, I can live with that?
To be quite honest, since you put it that way, no, to be quite fair.
Okay. That's all I'm saying, Caden. We don't care that you don't like Michigan people. That's part of the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry. I don't like 49ers people or Eagles people, and I'm a Cowboys fan, but I don't berate them.
You don't like
Okay,
Seattle
I mean-
Seahawks fans either.
Oh, I love Seahawk fans, Caden. I got people in my family that are Seahawk fans.
Well, most
Caden,
Cowboys fans don't.
No, but see, Caden, you can't lump me in with all the same. You have to go by person that you meet. You can't just judge everybody off a whole fan base. Yes, Jackson and Jeffrey are part of the Alabama fan base, and yes, their fan base is Delulu, like your fan base, Caden. They're Delulu. Burks' fan base, no offense, guys, is Delulu.
Yeah.
But
Well, technically, he's the only smart Michigan fan on the planet. Besides, I don't know how many people.
what I'm saying though is, Caden, you judge it case by case. If you deem John, TJ, and Johnny are not worth your time and air, that's fine. Don't watch them. Don't give them super chats. Don't do none of that. Just leave them be. Let them go on. Caden, just worry about the people. Put good energy around you. I mean, that's the thing, Caden. Get your people that you want to listen to. If you want to listen to Jackson and Jeffrey and talk Bama football, Ohio State football, surround yourself with them. I mean, Caden, get your friends that you talk about all the time, that you work on trucks with and you do all this stuff with. Surround yourself with them. Work on a truck with your woman. I mean, Caden, surround yourself with good energy. It'll help you. You'll be at peace with yourself. I mean, Caden, Caden, when I feel upset or down, I just take a walk outside and go see my horses and just be thankful for what I got in my life sometimes. Caden, that's all I'm saying. It's just be you, Caden, but be respectful in doing it. It'll get you to places a lot quicker and a lot better. Because, Caden, you want to be...
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I thought I had something in my eye.
That's all I'm saying, Caden. You want to be on the posters and get autographs and do all this? Heck, Caden, I'm sure if you sweet talk Burks enough, he would do a show with you every week. I won't speak for Burks, of course, but Who knows? Maybe if you change your attitude, Burke would do a show with you. You could call it the Diesel Walmart Wolverine show or something. I don't know, but I'm not in the marketing department. But
It's not a
having
bad
Michigan,
name.
Ohio State's not a bad name. But and people love Ohio State, Michigan shows. I mean, people love watching that stuff. And you all could be on-air personalities. Burks could be the nice, cool Wolverine and Caden. You could be the Delulu one that's calling all these names. And then when y'all get off air, y'all can laugh about it. Have a good time. I mean,
Yeah,
Caden, we're just trying
Bergs and I have never actually agreed on doing a show.
Yeah, and
like-
Austin, I think I would be talking trash about my fan base, and he would be talking trash about his fan base. That's probably how the show would be. You know, that's a little.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it wouldn't go out.
That's never gonna happen.
That's probably what's gonna happen if we had a show, dude. But like I was saying, hey, Caden, I just want to say that, hey, Jackson Jeffrey, bro, the fact that they still put up to your stuff that you do is actually ridiculous. Like, those two people are probably the nicest people on planet Earth. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. I know evil people, dude. I've seen so many evil people in my life, from work, from YouTube, from X. Like, I know evil people, and I know people who are fake. Okay, I've seen it all. Okay, my job, a lot of the stuff I've seen. All right. These two people, bro, the fact that they still put you on the show and haven't banned you, and even if they did, it's only for just a little while, because like they want you, because they feel like, hey man, like this guy has some issues. So like, I think now is the time, dude. Just change yourself. Do your trash talking not on their show, but go do it somewhere else. And just don't do it on them, because they've been nothing but nice to you guys. I'm sorry to say it. Don't talk, and this is why I don't like it when you guys talk trash to Jackson, Jeffrey, even Austin, because these guys are all really nice human beings. I'm telling you, dude. You can't find any nicer human beings than that, right? The Southern hospitality of people from the South is something that you will never. They're amazing people, man, compared to the Midwest or the East Coast or the West Coast. Like, holy crap, dude. I think it's time to change, dude. I think you can change. You can hate your
And
Ohio
Caden-
State fan base. You can hate your Ohio State fan base. You can be that guy. But just, if people are nice to you, just don't be dicks to them, bro. That's literally what I'm gonna say.
And see, and like Burke
Yeah.
said, I want to add to it, Caden. I don't got a problem with you. Jackson has said he doesn't have a problem with you. Jeffrey has never had a problem with you. Like, we don't have a problem with you, Caden. We love the fact that we've got Ohio State people calling in. It's cool that a fan
He
base is that
left.
many.
Oh shit, dude, he left. I think
heck.
his show is done.
Oh, heck. How do we end this thing?
Oh god.
There we go.
Sorry, my internet took a crap.
But to Bert's point, though, I'll just say this, Caden. Yes, I get it. We're Louisville and Alabama fans, and Jeffrey's got Indiana. I don't mind that you talk trash on my team, Caden. That's fine. I mean, I got Kentucky fans that do it all the time. You're more than welcome to pick on my team. But, Caden, when you start picking on your person and you start assaulting them for no reason, that's when people are like, okay, that, like what you do to Jackson and Jeffrey and me, and then it's just like, okay, like, that's why we fire back at you. That's why Jeffrey gets fired up at you. That's why Jackson sometimes gets fired up at you when he does. It's just we understand, Caden, who you are, but it's just like Burke said, we are the nicest people you are gonna meet. Like literally, Caden, do I look like a guy to you that would hurt anything?
To be quite fair, after this, no.
I mean, Caden, I've been called a fluffy teddy bear, and no, it's not because of my weight. That's just my nickname. I've had people say I'm a teddy bear. It's because I'm sweet and nice. I mean, and like Caden, and when people insult you and you just give them compliments, like Caden, just imagine, I did that to you. How would you feel?
If you insulted me,
Yeah, if I kept insulting you every time I seen you, and I just kept saying, Caden, you fat piece of you know what, you're a Twinkie, this, that, and you would be a little upset because you'd be like, what did I do to offend this guy? Do you not think that's how we feel? How John and TJ and Johnny feel, and Mark, when you do these things? Like, what have we done to defend this? Like, Caden, we don't know you that well. Like, Caden, I can understand if I did something personal to you, I'd be like, okay, I deserve what's coming to me. Bring it. But I don't know you that well. I don't even know, Caden, if you have a girlfriend or if you're married, if you have kids. Like, I don't know. And frankly, Caden, that's your business. Like I said, I can understand if I did something to you and I did something of that nature. I can understand if Jackson or Jeffrey would. I would be like, you know what, guys, you made your bed. Let Caden, you deserve what's coming to you. But the fact that we've been nothing but nice to you, Caden, and you still want to do this to us, do you see that there's the air in the waves? Like Burke said.
I quite honestly agree with you. I don't know if that's awkward to say, but I'm saying it anyways.
And that's the thing too, Caden. Jackson, me, and Jeffrey will still talk to you. We will still care about you as long as you give us respect in return. And Burks, I mean, as crazy as Burks could be sometimes, Burks, he's a wonderful guy. I mean, he could be on here right now just insulting your fan base left and right, but he's not doing that because Burks is a nice guy. He's chill. I'm sure he's probably hanging out with his puppy on the couch right now. He's probably that type of guy.
I don't know what to say.
I wouldn't say that, Austin, with the puppy stuff. But yeah, I'm a pretty chill guy as long as nobody, goes after me and my fan base. And I did lose it that last show or show before that with a Michigan fan. But, it is what it is. It's life. You have to move on to that. So yeah, Caden, listen, you can change, man. There's something called change, all right? I think it's time to change now, dude. I think you can change. You can do it. You're already calm. No more of this hatred. If you want to hate something, you can hate something, like complain of, oh, this Ohio State fan did this or that. But like, dude, not on the hosts that are like, letting you call in and stuff and the people in the chat. Just don't do it unless maybe they take a shot at you. Let's do an easy step. If they take a shot at you, then you can go after them. But if they don't take a shot at you, then there's no point in going after them. This is something really easy. This is the first step, okay? Because Jackson Jeffrey, they're not going to take a shot at you unless you take it at them. And they really don't take much shots at you, even when you've said bad stuff to them. So I think it's time to change, and today's the day. All right, it's what? It's 11:35
Yes.
in my time. I think it's what is it? It's the next day for you guys since you're East Coast. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I think it's time to change, man. I think you can do it. dude.
Caden, and you could change. Caden, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be hard when you hear something you don't like. Like someone's going to say something about your fan base or your something, and you're going to want it to do it. But just remember, Caden, just remember Burks in your head. Just be like, okay, let's calm down. Let's assess the situation. Was I personally attacked? Was I personally offended? Was I personally this? Just be polite. And yes, I get it. Get it. I know sometimes in the chat, Michigander and Godfather, I get it. They could get on your nerves and say all these things, but just remember, Caden, it's just words. They can't hurt you. You know who you are at the end of the day. Just remember that. Whatever you live by, Caden, whatever you live by, whatever the words you live by, whether that's faith, love, and happiness, or never give up, or rise above hate, whatever it is, just remember that's what you are. For me, Caden, my saying is every day when I get up, I say thank you to the Lord for waking me up again. and I tell him, let's attack today. And I always promise myself, Caden, I will make myself better the next day and the next day. And I promise myself to never give up.
And Caden, the only reason I attacked Michigander was because he called me something that, first of all, he's just not smart to process the stuff. And what he wants is pretty evil for Michigan. So that's why I went ballistic on him, and I don't take anything back. All right. Now, I should have not said suck, that. But I
You know you
attacked
have the
him.
right to, Bert.
I attacked him because he wants to make our program evil, and he's calling me something when he can't process what is actually going on, and that's the scary part. He's just not smart enough to know what I'm trying to say, and he people like him are the reason why this program's going to get more problems in the future, and these fans are going to, I don't like evil, all right? And that's the thing. I want to fight all evil, especially for the Michigan program. So this is why I am pretty, what's that word? I will, attack
Dislike.
the university and attack the fan base if they support evil. That is the only reason why I went ballistic. But you go ballistic on stuff that are so stupid that there's no point in going, okay? There is 0 point. They're being nice to you guys. All right. That's the reason why I went ballistic on Michigander. So yeah. Okay. That's why I'm critical with my fan base and the team. There's a reason why I'm always critical. I don't want them to support evil because we had so many scandals, dude. So
You know,
yeah.
See?
I've been listening to the Michigan story, and I know Birch. And Birch, like I said, you had the right to say what you said. You didn't stutter, and you had to get it out of the way.
But see, Caden, and what Burks is also saying too, and I don't want this to get lost, is when someone makes a prediction about your team, you could disagree with somebody, but like with Lucas Hill tonight, what you claim he did, and I've been listening a little bit here. See, all Lucas did was say something that he didn't think Ohio State was. That's all. I mean, Caden, I'm predicting Ohio State goes 10-2, and see, and you could say, Austin, I disagree with that. We're going to go undefeated. Da, 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 da. We can have a conversation. We can have a fun conversation about that. But see, Caden, what you do is like with Jeffrey, if he says Ohio State is going to do this, or Jackson says it, or Mark, you go ballistic on them like they had said they're coming over to your house and they're going to steal your life savings. And it's like it's a record prediction, Caden. You could say, hey, I politely disagree. That's not going to happen. Ohio State's going to go undefeated. We're going to win it all. You could say that. I mean, I'm a Cowboys fan, Caden. I think we're going to win it every year. Now, do I get carried away in thinking that? Yes. But all Cowboy fans do. But do I go ballistic when someone says we're going to only win 8 games? No. Because realistically, that's more than likely going to happen than us going to the Super Bowl. That's what Burks is getting at. You're getting angry over the simple stuff, Caden. It doesn't need to be. Like, it's just a prediction, Caden. Just disagree. No need to call someone a fat Twinkie like you do me, or call Jeffrey a twig, anything like that. Just say, hey, I disagree, or hey, I think Ohio State is better than Alabama, but we'll see in a couple years when we meet on the field. And hopefully we'll both be healthy when we get there, and we'll find out who
It's
the better
actually not
team
within
is.
a couple of years. It's actually next season.
Well, you get my point, Kate. You don't got to berate them over a prediction. Now,
No, I
if they
was
say
just
something
clear. I was
personal,
clearing the air, Austin. I was clearing the air, but I understand your point.
that's all I'm saying, Kate. Now, if they, like Burke said, if they take a personal shot, then yes, fire
I
away.
have the right to
But
fire back.
Yes, you can fire away. Okay, we'll do that. We'll accept that, all of us. All right. If you take and listen, Michigander, he only takes personal. I don't like Michigander. Okay, but I
Neither
have
do
noticed
I.
something. I have noticed something. He does not take shots at you at all unless you take shots at him. With me, he is just salty and a crybaby of what I'm saying the truth, and that's why he had to say something. But with you, he's actually better with you than he is with me, believe it or not. So I'm just letting you know with him. So
No, and I
But yeah,
agree. And I
yeah,
agree with you, Burks. But here's the other thing, Austin. And I want to say this to you, Austin, and I hope you're hearing this loud and clear. And when I say this, and I know this is going to be a shocker to you, but oh God, give me. Oh, this is going to be freaking awkward, but I guess thank you.
Oh my God. Did he actually say that, Austin, to you? That's amazing. See, you're a
Here's the thing,
changed man,
Caden.
Caden.
Did I stutter, Burks, or did I not say thank you?
Yeah, you didn't stutter. You're changed man now. We're seeing it, dude. He gave
But
you some
Caden, the next
wisdom
part
right
is,
there.
see, here's the thing, Caden. The next part's going to be the hardest part. It's always putting it into action. So whatever the next time you call in on or put in a super chat, hey, if you go on the Michigan Show Monday and you want to put in a super chat, Caden, just think the second they say something about your fan base, and you could say, okay, I can respond with kindness or I can respond with hatred, and just say, you know what, John and TJ, I respectfully disagree with you, but we're still coming to kick that butt this year, and you could have that banter. That's the thing, Caden. It like you could still have banter with fans. Like that's the thing. Like right now, if I tell Burks, hey Burks, 2013, we beat you for the national title. How about them apples? And see, and Burks will be like, yeah, get over it. And see, that's fun.
Yeah, Louisville was the better team at the end of the day, in 2013. I'll say that, even though Michigan did have, there was some, I don't know, foul that should have not been, but I'm not like that. At the end of the day, Louisville won fair and square, so they
Yeah,
were the better team
and
and they should have not got their natty vacated.
and see, and we're civilized. We can have fun.
Exactly. And also can say the worst stuff about my team as long as he's not taking a personal shot at me, Caden. That's all that matters, dude.
And to
I
be
could say
fair,
their
Austin,
yellow looks ugly.
and
And
to
he,
be fair,
I could say, go ahead,
yeah.
Caden, go ahead.
John Diamo and all them are not going to see my ugly mug on their channel. So, to be fair,
I mean, that's all I'm saying, though, Caden. You have the ability to change your reputation. We all do, Caden, and we all have things to
the
grow
only
from,
reason
Caden.
is just I don't need to explain the things that they support that I don't like, and yeah.
It's okay, Caden. I'm not asking you to explain why you don't support them or anything like that. You got your reasons. That's good enough, Caden. Like we all have our reasons for not support certain things. It's not our obligated duty to tell other people that. Like you don't want to support them, Caden. That's completely your business. Like I won't change your mind. Birch won't change your mind. Like nobody has to change your mind. You could be standing your belief and say, I'm not supporting those guys. I don't believe in it.
I
Like
mean,
Birch said, he's going to stand up for what he believes in.
Exactly. I only believe in justice, divine justice, and my ethical values. I just have strong ethical, moral values, and if I have to attack people because they're wanting to support evil, I will do that. But because Jackson, Jeffrey, all these people are great people, I don't ever have to bring this stuff up. I don't have to do. These guys are great people, Caden. They really are. They truly are great people. These people are like, I've met so many evil, awful people, dude. And the fact that these guys take the stuff that you say, it's crazy. I would not. I go crazy and ballistic if you were to do that to me. And I've done it many times. I've gone ballistic on you, right? So at the end of the day,
yeah,
man,
we've battled.
exactly. But these three have not. They have not. So let's do this. Let's do the first step, Caden, all right? Because this is going to be really hard for you to change. It is going to be a little hard. We'll do this, all right? Anyone who's nice to you, you can't talk anything bad to them, can't talk trash or like take personal shots, etc. Now, there's people who you don't like and they are awful to you or they've banned you or they've done this, then you can talk trash about them. That's fine because it's going to be really hard for you to not be evil to everyone. You're gonna have to, I know it's gonna be hard, so let's just do that as the first rule, and then eventually we'll get the second one where even if people are bad to you, you don't say anything, but right now
Well,
let's just do that,
and
okay?
quite to be fair, Burks, the only
So
reason
oh
oh
shit.
To be quite fair, uh, hey Burks, I did not do that. Just to be fair, I did not mean to do that.
Oh, okay. You're good.
I don't know why Austin left. I was actually enjoying that conversation.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. And
Okay.
quite honestly, being banned from the OHIO podcast, I exposed them for what they truly were. But that was only because,
You were banned? How did you get banned from them?
well, remember how I said the case with you where it's like, oh, I was telling the truth about our fan base. And
Oh,
nothing but the truth.
that's what you did? Oh God. Okay. Just like me, huh?
Yep, and I told Eric, I told him that's your problem. That's y'all's fan base's problem. You guys can't live to that fact that this, you know.
I see, man. Well, hey, there's always new beginnings, man. Just remember that, okay?
Hey, Austin, I don't know if you're hearing this, but I guess I'm going to say it again. Thank you.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's really great. See? I feel like Austin has wisdom, dude. He has these people from the South, man, they have wisdom, okay? Their states are some of the poorest, they come from, bad economies, a lot of that, but guess what? They're always happy and they're always positive, and that's what's great about these people, man. You know? They really are. It's called Southern hospitality.
Yeah, I guess that's something we can both agree on now.
Well, I'm gonna be leaving now, okay? But hope just, take some time, think about stuff. And listen, anyone who's bad at you or talks trash, you can attack them, okay? People like Doreen and stuff like that. Go
Oh,
ahead and attack them.
that bitch can go to hell.
Yeah. So if she ever says something and you find out, you can keep attacking her. That's fine. Because why? Because she did something you didn't like.
She's a bitch. She's a
Yeah,
bitch.
okay. Yeah. Okay, she is. But guys like Jackson, Jeffrey, and Austin and Lucas Hill and these people, there is no point in attacking those guys because they've been nothing good to you. Now, if you want to talk shit about people that they don't care about, like Doreen and stuff or Mark Rogers, go ahead. You can do that. But just do not talk trash with these people, like, or don't be rude and say nasty stuff about them when they are on your show. Let's just start with that, okay? You want to talk shit about people, you could talk about idiot Michigan fans, idiot Ohio State fans with them, and they'll be fine. But just don't, and tell Jackson, hey, I'm trying to change. So yeah, and they'll understand you, okay?
Yeah, well, I guess with that, folks, we'll end today's stream. Thank you so much for watching. Burke, hang on for a minute.
Okay, sure.